What's up, Facebook? We are live. I didn't even put we was live in the group yet, but we're going live.
I waited.
Distraction.
We got no. We just had like some really nice conversation right before we jumped on. I had a chance to put us live, but welcome, Facebook. We are Truth to Toast.
What's up, Facebook? Sorry, we got a little background. I'm trying to mute my.
But what's up, Truth to Toast Sports Podcast? We are Truth to Toast Sports Podcast. I'm King Cooley. I'm here with Hollow Point and White Mike. Say what's up, guys.
What's up?
What up?
And we have another live show. How you guys doing so far this week? It's Thursday.
Doing fantastic, Thursday. Man. So far, so good. Just can't wait for Super Bowl, man. Let's do this. Super Bowl, is it tomorrow?
Hey.
Is it tomorrow?
It's not tomorrow yet. Like, it's a couple days away.
I feel like I want it to be tomorrow so bad.
I know.
Not me.
Why not?
Because that means we've skipped the whole weekend.
I mean,
I'm ready for a break from work.
I'm good, man. I've been talking about this game. I got, we've been talking about this game ad nausea. Not necessarily nausea, because I don't mind talking about it. But sometimes you get to hearing what the others say about it, and you're just like, man, you want to see the game just to see how wrong those guys are. Because
right.
A lot of those people that get paid to talk and analyze and prognosticate and all that stuff, you could tell there's some kind of vested interest in it. And it's easy to flip a stat to fit your narrative. And I think, honestly, it's human nature, but they don't really talk objectively at all. None of them do. I think it's like, well, who do you want to win? Well, I want this team to win. Now I'm going to talk about why I want this team to win. And maybe they're doing it on purpose or whatever. And maybe they could pull a card and be like, okay, well, now this week you talk about this team and why you want them to win. But
right.
I think, and listening to them sometimes, I'm like, okay, you kind of hoping. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how it's going to, it's like, you know how things normally have went before. And it's like, I don't know if it's going to be that much different than week 12. I'm just going to be honest. It's going to be a great game.
I think so too.
For them
I think it's going to be a lot different from week 12.
There we go.
What do you mean?
Week 12 was a close game.
Yeah.
This is not going to be close. This is going to be 14 points 10. Easy.
I said 10.
I'm saying 10 points. I say about 10, 13 points is my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all went close to that, I think.
But I think Mahomes, they let off the brakes, though. I don't think they let off the brakes this time.
No.
The only problem I have the only worry that I have about this game is if Mahomes if Kansas City's offense kind of has that slow start that they're primed to have in the playoffs. They have a slow start. They just don't start off with a bang. You know what I mean? So it's just that's the only thing I worry about. But not in the sense of where they have to play catch up, because like I said, like I always say, or like I've said for weeks, is I never feel like they're out of the game, because I feel like they're just kind of seeing what the other team's going to do.
Tyreek Hill's going to double his stat line from week 12.
Possible.
That's a bold call right there.
That's a good call.
That's a bold call right there.
My bold statement is if Edwards-Helaire plays the entire game, he gets 175 and 2 touches.
My bold call.
And I got asked if I was drinking.
Just saying, like,
it might happen.
My bold call would be Tom Brady throws two pick sixes.
Pick six. I called a pick six to end the game, but yeah, that's good one.
That's a good one, 2 of them.
Dos Sesas.
So you're going.
All right. Well, if you just tuning in, we are Truth to Toast Sports Podcast. We are doing this live. Feel free to drop any comments that you have in the comment section below. We have any questions, feel free to ask us. Don't forget to go check out our latest episode of Truth to Toast Sports Podcast, Super Bowl week. Right, it's being played on Apple, Google, Spotify, Radio Republic, iHeartRadio, any of those platforms. You look us up on Instagram, hit us up on Twitter at King Cooley, at HowPoint33, and White Yes. We have one more Twitter. What's the Truth to Toast? What's our official Twitter?
TBTS podcast.
Boom.
Yeah, also check us out on YouTube.
Hit us up on YouTube and on Moneyline Media. We were supposed to have Doug Smith on the show. He couldn't do it with us today. So shout out to Doug Smith. Shout out to the boys at Moneyline Media. And thank you guys for continuing to watch us.
Also, shout out to the Give Me Money Network.
Yes, sir. Give Me Money Network. There's so many. There's so many
We've
guys out
made
there.
A lot of connections over this journey, man. It's kind of cool meeting different people, kind of similar or the same thing that we're doing, just in a different way. So that's kind of
right. So 2021, you can expect to see us a lot on their stuff. You can see them on our stuff. So just get ready for it. Biggest news this week, other than the Super Bowl. Any of you care to guess?
I mean, it's a little older, but Stafford to the Rams?
Close. Hollow Point. Biggest news this week.
The biggest news this week, NFL wise?
Oh, just sports related. Sports
related.
Yeah, sports related. Biggest news this week.
Major League Baseball is playing a full season.
The drama with Watson, because that seems to be fucking taking over.
No, and we're gonna get to that later. Mm-hmm. Biggest sports news this week is NCAA football coming back.
There it is.
Yeah, but
no, Mike, it is. It is.
I read it. I keep reading about it though. They just don't know when it's going to be released. When they give me a release date,
they're going to do a whole bunch.
I will be super happy.
But it's the fact that it's coming back. That is official. That it's coming back.
It's EA, and they still got to go against NCAA. It can stop.
Okay, stop. You being a hater right now.
He's just being a Debbie Downer.
You being a hater right now.
I'm being logical. Y'all are going to be the ones. If something negative happens and this game doesn't come out, y'all are going to be the ones that are all upset. Not me, because I was being practical.
No, damn your
If this game comes out, if this game comes out, 21. All right, let's be great. But let me ask you a question. Okay, after 2013, 8 years of it being away, who do you think should go on the cover? Who would you want to put on the cover?
Interesting.
And feel free, if you're in the chat right now, feel free to drop your answers below.
Yes, Vic, this is Beanie Bean Pie, my brother.
Oh, don't worry, Justin. We started a little late too. It's okay.
So we got Doug Smith.
I would say if we get that's a long. I would put Clowney on the top. Make it about Clowney on the cover. Yeah.
Are you gonna put just him? It depends.
I would put him as he has the football and the dude with the
okay.
With the
I can live with that.
On the ground. That's what I want. That's
I can live with that.
Mike. Good question, right?
Yeah. I hate to say this because it's Alabama related, but
you don't hate to say it. You're an Alabama fan, man.
Derrick Henry or Nick Saban?
Nick Saban. Nice.
You know what? I was when it first dropped, someone said that at first, and I kind of laughed at it because, like, you know what? But that would be a viable answer, or a viable option. Nick Saban being on the cover of
because he's
because of the dominance Alabama has had, since the last college football game. So that's
they've had like
I would either go with Nick Saban or probably maybe Trevor Lawrence. Maybe.
It's so funny. I was thinking Deshaun Watson while we're both talking about him. I was like, man, maybe.
Hey, you're probably right, Justin.
That's another one. Another one.
No, because it was like I saw somebody had Kyler Murray had a picture of Kyler Murray on there, and I was like,
I saw Lane Kiffin's tweet where he was on it.
The thing about that's funny.
Yeah.
The thing about
Lane Kiffin's obviously drunk right now.
Right. Kyler Murray in college wasn't really that for me. I don't know. He won the thing, but he really
Oklahoma. That's when he was really.
I just wasn't locked in to watch Oklahoma play at all, so it's just I didn't really care. That's why I liked Deshaun Watson, because even though he was in ACC, I was still like tuning into his games. I still remember watching him play because I knew he was going to be, that dude. So, and it turned out he was. So it worked out.
Well, and that's one of the reasons I said Henry.
in a bad thing. So
Henry had a good college career. He's going on to have a really good pro career. Heisman winner.
Henry's a good choice. I like Henry.
Well, you can't. I don't think you can put like his pro career and put that in the equation because Denard Robinson was on the cover of the last game.
Well, I mean, even that's what I'm saying. Even this,
but there wasn't a gap in between there though. You can factor in several different things now if you wanted to for the first cover. I mean,
if it's NCAA football, you wouldn't put. I wouldn't put the accolades from the NFL into it. I was just
thinking more of his college stuff. That's why I said Kyler Murray doesn't really move the needle for me.
I mean, would you put Johnny Manziel on there?
Was a beast.
Who? Manziel, electric college football player, Heisman Trophy winner.
Possibly. I mean, he's possible, but
the first thing you thought was the big bust in the NFL and how he runs his mouth.
Who?
He ran his mouth in college too, a lot.
Oh yeah.
No. Like he ran his mouth in college. He was a much more dynamic player in college, but there was also games that came out after he won. So I wouldn't
get him in trouble.
Why you say that?
Justin says Baker Mayfield. And I was like, yeah, I can dig that. I would pick Baker
Mayfield
over Carl Murray.
I would say I could say Baker Mayfield too.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray. I would put them in that same little spot. But for me, it would have to be either Nick Saban or Trevor Lawrence, or even Deshaun Watson would fit there too.
Yeah, I like that. I can't wait, man. If that's actually a thing, because they've been teasing this stuff for a little over, but I think they're waiting on that whole Supreme Court to rule on, the whole pay for people's likenesses thing. That whole lawsuit going down. So whenever that feels itself out, I think we'll get a better idea of what's going on. So
okay, well, let's see. Mike doesn't think the game's gonna come out. I say it is.
He's a pessimist.
I wanted to. I would love for it to. I can't wait to play it again. It just gives me an excuse to buy a next-gen console. Because it's only coming out on 5 and the new Xbox.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be dope. If it actually goes through, it would be dope, man. But
okay. So let's see. Super Bowl is coming up, and we see the news about the barber testing positive for COVID.
Yeah.
The what?
The barber, like the Kansas City Chiefs barber tested positive for COVID, and it was like, at least when the news broke, was the Daniel Kilgore was getting his haircut.
He was in the middle of getting his haircut. They pulled him out. They pulled the dude out. He's rocking like the half moe.
Am I the only one that didn't think immediately like Barbergate or something like that, like Tom Brady or the Patriots or the Buccaneers, like trying to do something?
Yeah.
No, because the first thing that just went through my mind is Patrick Mahomes' State Farm commercial where he's giving them all the Mahomes haircut.
For the Patrick Price?
Yeah, the Patrick Price.
Like, oh man.
He's like, so you ain't gotta look like me to get the.
No.
You know what? That commercial.
Yeah, it was a center. That's right.
There was so many things wrong with that commercial because I've never seen a kid below the age of 25 worry about insurance. So why are you getting a haircut like Mahomes because you'll get good insurance? Like nobody worries about that shit. I didn't get insurance until I was like 30. Don't tell nobody.
My guy says Justin says the Bills. It was Bill.
The
Belichick
Bills called it. Oh, the Bills called
it. No, he said Bill Belichick. I'm assuming Bill Belichick, right?
He called it.
Why would he? What's he calling that in for? Like he has nothing to do with it. I guess like if anything, he
call it in Tampa.
I would think he would try to get Tampa. Saying COVID. Yeah. He don't want Tom to get that other ring because
he's some kind of petty. That's for sure.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah. He don't want to admit he's mad about Cam sucking this year. So
I'm not.
He gets that god off of Crown Peach.
Yeah.
You're whack. That peach is good.
Crown Peach is awesome. So
that shit is trash.
That is not trash. It is delicious.
That shit was gross. That was like the worst.
See, now you're being petty.
It was the worst. I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather drink that or Dickel. I'm not sure.
Yeah. That's Patty McBetty. I've heard that before. But so like the trade that we didn't get a chance to talk about on our podcast, the Stafford to the Rams for every other pick that the Rams had left and Jared Goff.
Big winner for that trade will be the Lions. I would say, even though they're getting that trash quarterback with Jared Goff? Jared Goff, yeah. It don't matter. Jared Goff don't matter. Even though they get that quarterback, dude, it's not gonna make anything difference. They get a couple first round draft picks behind that, and those are gonna be the important pieces right there.
Yeah, you have a couple years.
For Detroit, they're more important than Jared Goff will ever be.
So the biggest thing I got out of this is the Rams really got tired of Jared Goff, and they hate first round picks.
Mm-hmm. It's like they're allergic to them.
So here's a couple takes that I have from it. One is the Rams use their draft picks like I would if I were running the franchise on Madden, because I don't care about the draft. And man, when you run a franchise, I just want players. I don't care about the draft pick, because he's not going to start right away. So I can respect their level of Madden franchising right there that their GMs are doing. Secondly, is Detroit. I would say, like, on the surface, Detroit wins the draft or wins the trade because of the draft picks, but it's Detroit making the picks. Mm-hmm. So you don't know what you're doing.
You don't know what you're doing. That's a good point, but man,
Detroit doesn't have necessarily a bad deal at picking the draft picks. They have a terrible problem with making them in anything. Calvin Johnson, Stafford is not a bad quarterback. He was a first overall pick. They just never developed him into anything better than what he is. They make decent picks. They just don't develop them. Mm. They waste their careers and turn them to trash.
They've made some good picks, but I've seen them waste entire drafts. Like we're talking about 1 year Calvin Johnson and 1 year Detroit, or 1 year Matt Stafford. Those are 2 years where they had the top pick.
I mean, they got Barry in the first round. They got
messed up tons of drafts. So
I'm not saying they haven't messed them up.
I guess that's why I'm saying it. They have the tools on the outside. It looks like they win the draft, and honestly, they do, because they're not trying to. Detroit's not in line to win anything. So it's like, okay, we got a quarterback that we can say we have a quarterback, and we still got a good core group right now. If they re-sign Galladay and Jones, they got a core enough group to where they can compete. But
you bet Galladay ends up in LA?
He might, maybe, But
if he's a free agent,
the problem with LA is I think I don't know how to say this. I might piss some Georgia fans or Stafford fans off, but he's not a winner. He hasn't won at any level besides high school.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
he hasn't won a championship, but he had a really good Georgia career. He played for the Lions, man. So you want to say Barry Sanders isn't a winner?
Yes.
Yeah, of course Barry Sanders is a winner. I'm just saying, like, Matt Stafford isn't. He
didn't win. Like, he didn't elevate.
What did Barry win?
The reason why they traded Jared Goff to Detroit was because they didn't think Jared was the quarterback that could take them to the next level.
Yeah, and Matt Stafford like 0-3 in the playoffs.
Stafford is not that quarterback either.
Right.
That's what
we don't know. He plays in Detroit. My point is if you're going to say Stafford isn't a winner, you have to say Calvin Johnson isn't a winner. Barry Sanders isn't a winner.
No, but they aren't, though. I mean, you could say they're not.
Okay, I thought you said they are. I was
no, I didn't. They're not winners.
And I understand before people give me hell. None of them are the quarterback that has to lead the team. But they were generational talents for the Lions.
They were great. Like, individually, Barry Sanders is one of 3 top running backs in the history of football. Right? And then if Calvin would have stayed long, he would have been one of the top receivers if he didn't retire early. Athletically,
Barry retired early too.
Calvin Johnson individually. But wide receiver,
they retired.
Yeah, but they retired early. And I think they
retired. I think they retired for the same reasons.
Yes, because Detroit was terrible.
Detroit ain't shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's a terrible organization.
That's what I get to the point of they don't develop their players to be. They develop a couple, but they don't develop everything around them.
But I guess my point is there were years that Stafford had people there to win. Like he had pieces that he could win and he could elevate if he was that dude. But he's not, like and I think and that's unfair for me to say, but I think over his career he puts up a lot of good numbers, but at the end of the day, those numbers don't turn into wins. And
they don't turn into wins.
Like
when your defense gives up twice as many numbers as you put up.
I'm with you, and it's on the organization, yes, that he was part of.
But it's hard for me to give good Detroit players any kind of negative publicity when I know how the rest of Detroit's team is.
I'm with you, man. But if you know you're in a situation like that, bounce.
Right.
Like, you don't re-sign. He re-signed, thinking he was going to be able to be that dude, and he wasn't.
That or he got the old smoking pony show. We're going to get you some more.
Yeah, he probably got a midget, a couple unicorns. He probably got a whole bunch of stuff, But
speaking of midgets, real quick, there's some midget wrestling going on like 30 minutes up the road from my house.
Oh, God. So you'll be back? All right, cool. We'll hold it down.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, like your weekend plan booked out for you.
No, it's going on right now.
But yeah, but yeah, with Stafford, man, I like him. He's a good dude and whatnot. He's kind of humble and stuff. But the expectation needs to be tempered a little bit. I think LA. I don't think
he's going to win the Super Bowl by no means.
Has full aspirations.
Yeah,
I think they have maybe playoff aspirations and winning in the playoffs.
I think that plus Matt Stafford really don't want to be in LA either because he's not seeking any type of extension with it. Yeah, he's planning on playing his 2 years, played out the rest of his 2 years, and then looking for a quote unquote the right team to play for.
I think what's so funny.
Or he's going to retire.
It'd probably be Cowboys.
It's good.
Probably the Cowboys.
Maybe the Cowboys.
Because with the Dak Prescott situation going on there.
Yeah, because I don't think it's if they were going to sign Dak, they would have signed.
They're not going to re-sign Dak at any time.
They're going to
franchise
him again. They're going to franchise him again.
Which makes absolutely no sense because you saw. Saying Dak's importance after Dak went down. You saw what happened with the Cowboys.
Everybody thought Dalton, you could just plug and play, and you can't.
No, and you can't. I don't know why. When the Cowboys picked up Andy Dalton, I was like, yeah, that's a dumb decision for them if they expect to do anything or be anything this season. So
yeah,
that was definitely a bad call.
Speaking of Dak, people are talking about. We talked in the group earlier about he shouldn't take less money. Yeah, he should. I'm not saying he needs to take the low ball contract that Jerry's going to throw out to begin with, because he's proved what he's needed, but he can't have that high number contract he wants either. He don't need.
He wants years. He doesn't want the years. They want to give him 5 years. He only wants 4. I think that's where the disconnect is. He wants to be able to get back on the market in time to reevaluate and cash in again. I think that's what he wants. They want to give him that 5th year. He doesn't want the 5th year. So
but he also raised his price.
Huh?
He also raised his price. Like he was asking from us. He was asking for a Zeke type deal, like almost $100 million, I believe.
Well, I think it was something like that. Yeah, and that's what the extra year. That's why they were trying to add on the extra year so they can spread that money out. And he was like, no. I want that money in 4 years plus my sign-on bonus.
And they're saying, you're not quite worth 4 years, $100 million. Give us 5, and we'll give you that $100 million.
Yes, right. And I think that's where the disconnect is because, and the irony is, if they franchise him one more time, which they can, then if he signs a 3-year deal after that, then all for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he's going to come in. I mean, they got a lot of work now to do because that line ain't nowhere where it should be.
No.
And they've lost. They don't have their defense. They have to work on all parts of that defense. Like every level of that defense is either old or slow.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have 0 pass rush now, even with old boy that used to play with the Niners, Smith. Like he used to be a fantastic, no doubt pass rusher, and now he's just okay sometimes. So they have to work on. But I think Stafford, like you said, Hooley is very intriguing that he hasn't already signed his extension.
Right. I don't think he's had an intention to sign an extension.
Yeah,
period.
I mean it's early, so
he
may still do it. But I'm with you.
I think like let's say the Rams have a decent season next year and they win the NFC West. I think he'll probably do it then.
Right.
If they show promise, but if they don't, man, he's out of there. They can win the Super Bowl the year after. He's gonna leave. They have to show some type of promise, and I don't think he's looking for what they have right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's looking for that.
Well, he's gonna have a running game. That's something he hasn't had in ever.
Ever, right?
He's gonna have a defense too.
And he's gonna have a semi-decent defense.
Who's gonna throw the ball to?
Well, he has Woods. Still has Cup. He still has no, that's it.
Which is again why I think Galladay ends up in LA.
I mean, yeah. No, you're right.
There you go.
Maybe they'll draft it. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh wait, they don't have draft picks.
Maybe they'll catch one of them, 4th, 5th round.
I tell you what, they're gonna
breakouts.
That free agency pool, boy. Deep.
I know. Maybe what they're gonna do. They're gonna trade away their entire defense to move up in the draft to get Devontae Smith.
Everybody.
That's what they're gonna do.
Everybody that's not Aaron Donald or Ramsey on the trade.
Right. We're gonna put together a 9-player deal. Like, I'm like, whoa, for him?
Yep.
For Devontae Smith? You sure? Like, who's gonna tackle? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
straight Devontae Smith for the Chargers. I mean,
there's several receivers gonna be free agents this year, so they may make a splash. I saw one today that proposes.
Have a lot of cap space, though. That's the problem.
They don't.
They don't have cap space or draft picks. They're pretty much stuck. It's like the Eagles. They don't have nothing. They're about to take cap hits and they can't pick up nothing or nobody. It's just like, here it is. Make it work. So
make it enough for Friday. Make it enough. Oh, this ain't enough.
As soon as like free agency fully goes in and all, the first headlines you're gonna see is Rams restructuring contract, and you're just gonna see a list of players underneath them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long line outside the GM office. Like, yeah, come on, man.
All right, come on, your turn.
Players, the starting defense.
All right, bro. Look, I only got $500 to do this. What can you do?
Yeah.
Get out of it.
It's gonna be a sad state of
affairs, man. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, I can't work under these conditions. This is insane. But yeah, that I mean, when I saw the trade, I was kind of surprised that it was LA. I thought for sure the Colts were gonna try to make some noise. And you know who else thought it was a surprise? Jared Goff had no idea. He had no idea.
Does he not own like a DVR at home?
Bro, he
do you not go back to look at his games he played? Come on, dude. How did you not know you're not getting traded, bro?
No, come on. That's different though.
It's not.
And it's not. You're not gonna get traded. That can't be. Those aren't the same thing.
No, look at Jameis Winston. Look at Jameis Winston. 30 with 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
No, the difference was
if he didn't throw them interceptions,
he was balling, right? Exactly. And Tom Brady when they had to come to Tampa Bay, and Tampa would be in the Super Bowl right now.
Bro, he was on the last year of his deal. That's different. Goff still had like 2 years left. They were like, we're good. Thanks, man.
Apparently, Washington put in a pretty good offer for Stafford.
Playing Madden, he's like, yo, I'm trading. Probably had it come on the Twitter feed because you know how Madden has like the Twitter feed now. You know, it's like got traded to the. Just imagine why he's playing Madden. He see himself get traded. Yeah. Is this true?
What the hell?
Is this true? He go on Twitter. He see it live. Call his agent.
What is he playing with?
He's probably playing with the Chiefs. To be honest with you.
He's probably
playing with the Chiefs. He's playing with the Rams.
Yeah, he put him on the Chiefs and shit.
Yeah. Probably got his ultimate team as the Chiefs. You know, got himself.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean my arm's at 65? Let me boost this up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm at least an 81.
Yeah, my deep throw actually is 42. This is weird. Who made these stats?
Who made these stuff? What experts?
Speaking of quarterbacks, trades, and different things that are going on, J.J. Watt might be on the way out of Houston also.
Might be. I think that dude already packed his house up.
He's still got to be traded, though.
He still has to be traded, but he's just waiting. He's sitting on that refrigerator waiting.
What's left on his deal?
I don't even know, but not enough to keep him there, apparently.
What's happening in that office, in that front office, that nobody wants to be there anymore? Like, what's going on? Like, you alienated your whole squad. Like, your stars, the people who can actually step up and say something, are bouncing. Like, if J.J. Watt said leaving, like, I know I got to go. But then I'm like, looking at that check, and I'm like, I don't make J.J. Watt money, so I'm gonna just hold my position.
I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna tuck mine in.
I'm gonna just be quiet.
I'm gonna let them do what they need to do. I get it.
Anybody else want some?
But it's okay if J.J. Watt, who is like the heart and soul of that team, is trying to leave, then that means that there's something wrong with that. It's something definitely wrong with that front office. And we saw the writings on the wall with the whole Hopkins trade out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, if he's trying to get out of there, that means like, and then you have your star quarterback, your franchise quarterback, and he's trying to leave. They have to go look in the mirror. They have to like figure out like what's wrong with us as an organization and why are our players trying to leave? Like, what are we doing wrong? And we need to correct the ship. If they're trying to compete, if they're not, sell the fucking team.
It's just interesting to see. It's interesting it will be interesting to find out what exactly went down to cause, like, what was the straw that broke the camel's back when it comes to Watson? Was it like a crescendo of things starting with the D-Hop trade? Was it something before the trade? Was it how they were being treated? How the stars are being treated? Like, I wonder what it was to make it be as toxic as it is of a situation that it is now. Like, imagine your top drawer of ticket sales is not even talking to your organization when you're trying to get ready for next year. Like, he's not even in the building. He ain't. You can't contact him. He probably blocked you on all the social medias. He's already taken his affiliation down off Twitter, which apparently now these days means a break. It's just about a breakup.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's weird to.
Yeah, if you get broke up with it on Twitter, it's done.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's no coming back from
official.
that. It's official when it's off of Twitter. So
yeah.
What they say Watt did when the Twitter news broke, he just tweeted back aloha. Just what, good morning.
And honestly, JJ Watt ain't got nothing else to prove. I mean, honestly, he just go home, just do some TV or something. He made now. Three-time defensive player of the year, or 2-time or whatever.
He just wants that ring.
He wants that ring.
Maybe, yeah.
I see that. I see like he's owed what, $17.5 million this coming year.
Yeah.
There's no guarantees, no prorated bonuses, anything like that. Losing him, probably would take a hit for them, big hit. But he wants out of there. You gotta let him go because he's gonna leave anyway. I think he's last year.
Yeah.
This is last year of his contract anyway, so he's gonna be.
He goes to a Super Bowl contender after this.
Oh, absolutely.
He may not be a starter anymore after this season or whatever.
No, like if he goes like somewhere like the Bills or maybe somewhere that or Buffalo or a team that needs like help in the on defense line like Kansas City,
Seattle.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Seattle?
Kansas City.
Kansas
I'm
City,
going to play
Seattle.
with the guy that can't be stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, here I come. Sign me up.
That's his, and you know he's going to be willing to take a discount too.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I'm
if he's
saying?
gonna get that, if that ring is all but guaranteed, especially if they win this year, if that ring's all but guaranteed, he's gonna take a discount.
And look, they got room. Look, I got room for JJ Watt when the Kansas City defense. Hold on, man. What's your name?
Hey, move on.
Yeah.
Bye.
Going out of here. You got 99. You like 99? Give him your jersey.
Yeah. Exactly.
If he doesn't sign with a Super Bowl contender, he goes to the Steelers.
You said he plays with his brother?
Nah.
Brothers.
He has two brothers that play with the Steelers, right?
Yeah.
They haven't cut his other brother yet?
Nah, I mean they overpaid a fullback that's no longer a needed position in the NFL.
Nobody uses fullbacks. He's like a special teams guy for all intents and purposes.
Right.
Yeah, he'll be. It's like the Gronk brothers. You know, like it was.
Or that other like Oladipo brother. No. What's his name? Akutakumbo brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's that other one that played. Giannis, and he had the one to play for the Lakers that won the ring, and there's another one that plays with Giannis.
Yeah.
Plays with him. Yeah. He sits at the end of the bench, and like he's normally like
it's like a 30-point blowout, not a 20.
No, he comes out and hands out the Gatorade and the towels during the TV breaks.
He makes sure Giannis is well hydrated.
Absolutely, he's there. He's there for Giannis's morale, and, energy boost.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because anytime Giannis like gets mad, like, I'm gonna tell Mama.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what he's there for.
Pretty much. But they paying him to do it.
Then Coach,
they paying him.
You need to true generational wealth out there. They're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's good business.
There you go.
Good business.
Legacy.
Absolutely. So, but no, I think with Watt, if Watt it'll be more easier to move Watt than it is easier to move Watson. The reason why they don't want to move Watson is twofold. One, they already paid him a bunch of money to stay, and like guaranteed money. And I don't know if that's a recruitment process in place if they trade him or whatever. And it's going to have to be a trade because again he's under contract.
Right.
But I think it's going to be a big power struggle between how long Watson can hold out versus how long Houston can take all the public slander and shame and all this, how it's going to make them look.
Let me put it to you this way. Watson can hold out until he just gets tired of sitting on the couch.
I mean, it's a lot of money he's going to be losing. Is he ready to lose all that money? That's going to be the ultimate decider.
I think when they traded D Hop, he looked at it and went, "I'm saving my money this season."
Yeah.
And he knew it was once they didn't bring in another receiver for him.
He brought Cooks in.
Again, once they didn't bring in another receiver for him.
Killing me, man. God. Cook's all right. And he's not D Hop. I mean, nobody's D Hop. There's two receivers right now that are on the same level as D Hop.
Yeah. Brandon Cooks, right? The receiver that New Orleans was so high when Breeze was passing to him. And then he's been in like 4 teams.
A lot of different
5
teams.
years.
Yeah. I don't think that's his. I don't know if that's his. I don't know. I can't be honest.
The guy that can run wide open and
I think he's got a bad.
He looked like he has plays like Mr. Weems from Chicago where it just goes through his hands. That Brandon Cooks.
No, I don't see him. Well, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, he maybe not this year from Deshaun, but he used to be pretty well butterfingered.
Again, he's just maybe. I don't understand why he's been in so many different teams either. I'm thinking it's because his contract sucks so bad that he becomes one of those guys that's expendable because of his contract. Because he's not like Jerry Rice or he's not like a top tier receiver that, hey, we can get somebody else fast on the team that don't cost us as much. He becomes a kind of a value casualty, if that makes any sense. But, it's hard to believe.
I mean, he's got a Super Bowl ring though.
So. Yeah, I mean, he has one. So good on him. Because he was on the Patriots too at one point, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Like he was it that?
Yeah, but I think
that
he got
game
traded
against,
mid that season.
No. He was in the
No,
Super
did he go
Bowl
to Super Bowl?
against Philly. Yeah, against Philly.
Yeah.
He got cracked in that game and missed the rest of that game. Like he got put like concussion in the beginning of that game.
But wasn't he like traded for Malcolm Butler? Isn't that who he was traded for?
No,
I don't remember. Be honest.
I'm pretty sure the
because
Saints.
because Malcolm Butler was still a part of the Patriots after they lost when they went to the Super Bowl against the Rams. Remember, Malcolm Butler was benched.
Oh
right
yeah, he
before
didn't
that
play
game.
the whole game. And
Yeah, he got benched.
He didn't play.
And because he
went to
got
Tennessee.
benched like right.
Yeah. So no, that makes sense. I don't remember. I just don't remember Cooks' travels. I know he's been on a lot of.
He was traded for a first round pick. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Thanks, Google.
Yep. Had to look it up.
Appreciate you, Google. Thanks.
So there's been a question going around, like, and I think Ryan Clark made the statement first, and he kind of turned this into about 4 or 5 different shows. And
Okay.
It was like if Mahomes wins this Super Bowl, because everybody knows Super Bowl 55 is coming up on Sunday, and he said if he wins this Super Bowl, and he decides, hey, I'm gonna call it a career. Is he a Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say yeah. In a very short career, was it 4 years, 2 Super Bowls?
4 years.
2 Super Bowls and an MVP.
2 Super Bowls,
MVP.
MVP.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And a Super Bowl MVP, didn't he?
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl
He already
MVP.
has
But he won a league MVP too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I gave him Hall of Fame when he signed a half bill.
What? Well, true. That's true. Also true.
That's a Hall of Fame contract.
I will say he's maximized his first 4 years better than any quarterback or player I've ever seen do it.
I would say yeah.
Anybody. Like Russell was the man first. Like he was the one that did it first. Like he won a Super Bowl in his first 3 years, but he never won MVP.
Right.
Of any sorts. He didn't even win the NFL MVP or the Super Bowl MVP. And never gets mentioned he gets mentioned out the gate for NFL MVP, but then he fades.
Yeah, he was a front runner earlier.
He was front runner for the first 6 weeks.
For the first 6 weeks, yeah.
And then he threw to the other team a lot.
He was dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he became generous.
Generous.
He all the he started throwing them picks.
So, well, yeah. So no, I think Patrick Mahomes has done some stuff that, and then they start comparing him to like the greats and all that. And I was like, that's kind of unfair. You're kind of putting this on him like that. Let him play it out, man. It's kind of like when people be watching like for instance like wrestling and want to, oh, it's fake, but trying to look at the spoilers and see who wins because it's pre-taped. Like just let it play out, man. Just watch it. Just be entertained and let it play.
Live in the moment.
Live in the moment.
I don't think that's fair to. I don't think there's a great that you can compare Patrick Mahomes to.
He set the bar. There's no one. There's no one. Think about it.
He's so much different than any other quarterback that's ever played.
Look at his peers right now. Like in his class, let's say Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Right. Let's say we'll put Carson Wentz in there just for shits and giggles. Jared
Carson,
Goff.
we could put and Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. So those 5 right there. Put those guys. They're in the same, era per se of quarterbacks. And he is like head and shoulders above all of them. Like we keep saying what Deshaun Watson's can be, and he's this electric guy, but they went 4-12 last year. I know it's because of the defense, mostly, but I mean, last year he went to the playoffs and didn't get it done. Mahomes don't have a solid defense. He's got Tyreek Hill and Kelsey, who are 2 of the most dynamic players in the game. But he's taken a shoddy defense. He has a couple playmakers, but as far as a whole, Their defense ain't no worse than Houston's, at least not by that much. And he's taken his team and elevated them to levels in which they never thought they would go. He made us talk about Andy Reid as an all-time great coach, which he already is, but now it's kind of like solidified as like a Hall of Fame coach because he won a Super Bowl. You know, he's been to several conference championships. He's actually been to a Super Bowl, but he never won one until Mahomes got there.
Right.
So I think
let's put this into
different plot
into perspective. You're talking about the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Do y'all know who was drafted the same year as Mahomes? Without Googling it, because I already got that up.
Without Googling it, let's see, 4 years ago. Let's see.
Baker Mayfield.
Yep. Baker Mayfield.
Who?
Deshaun Watson was 12, but that's not the notable one I wanted to give you. I wanted to give y'all the number 2 overall pick.
Carson Wentz.
Trubisky.
That dude's an afterthought, man. Nobody cares about him. Unless you're a Chicago Bears fan.
My point is,
and even they hate him.
He was taken number 2. Mahomes got taken 10th because the Chiefs traded the Bills and got the pick.
Right.
But you're talking about peers. We put 2 of those in those top 5.
Yeah, he definitely should have. I mean, Mahomes coming out of Texas Tech was like, he wasn't great. He had a great arm, but he was a gunslinger. He didn't really, he played in that Texas Tech offense, which was a run and shoot, get it down the field, put up as many points as possible. So,
I don't think a lot of people expected that coming from Patrick Mahomes. From Patrick Mahomes, him coming out of Texas Tech.
If you look at any of those scouting reports coming out, and like Combine or any of that stuff, no one is like, "Oh, he's going to be electrifying," And I think Andy Reid got a little diamond in the rough, kind of polished him up, and said, "Hey, we saw some stuff happen in practice. Hey, Alex Smith, go ahead and finish this season out, and we're gonna get you a certificate of appreciation. Thank you for your service."
I remember telling a guy I worked with when the Chiefs drafted Mahomes, I was like, we're getting our fantasy football. I was like, he's not going to start this year, but when he starts, he is going to be a stud. He is going to be the man. 'Cause I watched him in Texas Tech. I liked him.
Right.
At Tech. So
I think I would put him in same class. I would probably put Steph Curry coming out of Davidson. No one expected. I mean, the Warriors took him 7th overall, but nobody expected Steph Curry to become the Steph Curry that he became.
Well, even then, it took Steph Curry
2-time MVP,
4 or 5 years to become that.
Yeah,
it wasn't right.
It still took him a while. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
no, one out the game.
Yeah, Mahomes was a year sitting on the bench, and then here I go.
Boom. Yeah,
MVP. You know what I mean? That's some. That's like a meteoric rise, and he's kind of not even plateauing yet. I think he has that real legit Bruce Leroy glow right now, where you don't ever think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't think he's gonna lose, and whenever I see him play, his poise, man, and his ability to get the team to come rally behind him is. It's like watching Russell Wilson. He's just so positive. And he's like, no matter what, we're going to come back. We're going to come back. We're going to come back. And then Russ throw another pick. Don't worry about it. We're going to come back. Don't worry about it. But
Mahomes says we're going to come back and he's going to throw a touchdown.
Right. Mahomes is different. Mahomes drives his team down for a touchdown. And he says, see, I told you. And they're like, yeah, I knew that. So
yeah, he's like, you forget. When he told old boy on the sideline, say, remember who we are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember who we are.
Well, and people, and I think the comparison right now they talk about is Mahomes and Rodgers, and that lets you know how good Mahomes is, because Rodgers is at the end of he's at the latter half of his career, and Mahomes is still at the beginning. And they're talking about how they're the 2 best quarterbacks right now in the league, and even when you look at Rodgers on the sideline, his is bring it back to me. It's not so we can win, it's so I can win. He more seems like. He's more on himself than his teammates. And that may be a little unfair, but it just feels that way. Because I remember they were on the sideline. It's like, get me the ball. Get me the ball is what he was telling his defense. Not hyping them up. Right. Not saying, hey, let's go. He said,
but that falls back to the quarterback being the winner. That's who we expect to win. You know, expect the quarterback to drive you down the field and win.
Yeah, but I guess
so it may not be much of it may not be a team thing, but get me the ball because I want to.
The different demeanors and different way they go about it.
But Mahomes is out, patting his guy back, getting them hyped. I get that.
One galvanizes his team. One says, hey, get me the ball. It may mean the same. It just comes off as different. And I think under duress, Rodgers has never proved to be effective, whereas we've already seen Mahomes down 24 points in a playoff game and come back and blow the team out by 10.
That's a fact, Vic.
That's all I'm saying. We've seen him come down from 24 to blow a team out. Who's done that? Who does that? So that's why
Tom Brady.
That
don't count. That was the Falcons.
I'm not gonna say like to blow a team out, but like Tom Brady does. He does make those plays.
Like
not to blow a team out.
The Falcons.
You think you're up 24 and you're like, we got him. He ain't nobody. And then you look up at the score and it's like 52-24, and you're just like, how did we get here?
Twice last year in the Super Bowl, right?
How did we get here?
What?
They did that twice last year to win the Super Bowl.
Yes, he did it to Houston, and he did it to, I want to say, Tennessee.
Oh, he did.
They did it in the Super Bowl too.
Did it to the 49ers.
Oh, and San Francisco
in the Super Bowl.
They were down like 20-3, I believe, something like that, and came back and won that game.
So I'm like, man, this is
all ridiculous.
Like, that's crazy just to see him just all right, well, this game ain't over. Let me run around a little bit. I'm going to throw this bitch out to my fast dude. He going to catch it, and then we'll just go from there. Like, when I know I can eat up 40 yards of play, and I got that in my arsenal, that's crazy.
Right.
You know, I'm going to hit Kelsey for 20. I'm going to hit Hill for 40, maybe 50, sometimes 60. Right.
And then
if you leave him too open, it's going to be a touch. So
if you leave him open, it's going to be a touch. So I think I don't know, man. If I'm Tampa, I think everybody knows they're going to have to send pressure. That's just, if you don't send pressure, you're setting yourself up for the kill.
Right.
But it's like, what kind of pressure do you send? Are you sending the nickel back every down? Are you sending middle pressure? Are you sending the linebackers? Like, what do you think you send? Like, how do you think you come at it?
Don't take my advice, but I think you got to play with you got some players getting injected.
I mean,
you got that. But again, I said it on the show. Devin White's going to be a big factor. That linebacker core, but mainly him. They're going to have to figure out how to use him properly.
It's true.
And
we're trying to stop Patrick Mahomes, Vic. We know how to stop Brady. Just make him move.
Plays for the Chiefs, Vic. What are you doing? But yeah, I don't know.
The Tampa's defense might have a chance though. Like I know, I was reading earlier that Tampa had. Not Tampa, but Kansas City has some injury concerns, especially at left tackle.
Yeah, their left tackle's out.
I think they're going to go out there starting. I think they are without their starting left tackle right now.
Yeah, Eric Fisher's out. He busted his Achilles.
Well, guess where Hill's going to line up most of the game? Yeah, on the left side for a quick slant.
For the quick wide receiver.
I have to. But we talked about the Tampa's being able to put pressure on them. We also alluded in our previous episode, or talked about rather in our previous episode, that that was one of the keys for Tampa to win this game is to get that pressure on Mahomes. When you have that, they have a pretty decent defense line. And when there's holes on the offensive line, you think it's got to cause some type of problem, right?
Yeah, it's going to cause some, but still,
I think there was
Patrick Mahomes catching the football from the center. he's athletic enough with his legs.
I think there's one stat that came out during the week, and it was saying that he is one of the quickest, most effective. Like when he gets the ball out quick, he's one of the most effective quarterbacks when he gets it out less than 2 point something seconds. So like he's pretty good against the blitz. I think they hit him as a like 77.4 QBR against the blitz. So
yeah, that's crazy. You're saying 2 point something seconds. As we watched that on TV, we're like, dang, he's holding the ball for a long time.
Yeah.
But in the game, it's
well, you know, they use Tyreek on a lot of those motion plays, so they get him going to where the defense has trouble lining up and trying to match up against him. So by the time you look up, Hike, there's balls out the hill, and he's got them yak yards because they can't catch him. He's like a human joystick. So
could you imagine if you could let Tyreek Hill start at a full run like they do in arena football?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what they try to do sometimes. Give him that.
Yeah, but I mean, actually, full sprint to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
that would be completely unfair.
Right.
That would be completely unfair. Yeah.
Just drop back and go as far as you can.
Unless you're the safety who's going to turn around and start running. You know what I'm saying?
You're not with Tyreek Hill no more. You're just like got to get a track stance in the back. You wait like waiting on the baton. That's
be kind of like what was that? The Florida State last year. They had a receiver like lined up facing the other way.
Yeah,
that would definitely that safety for Tampa Bay. If or any safety, if Tyreek Hill had a running start.
Yeah,
just turn around and start running.
Like imagine that, man. So
you're gonna be able to keep up with him.
You're a safety, and you're already 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and you still get beat by 5 yards. Mm-hmm. Like imagine, that's crazy, right? Somebody beats you by 5 yards, you got a 20-yard head start, going the same way they're going. So it's insane the speed he has and the agility he has to switch gears and like run the way he does. When he does those post corner routes, oh my God! Like I would trip him up on purpose. Like the first time, I'm definitely tripping him up. I'm hitting him with a leg drop, letting him know there's NBA blitz rules.
You ain't doing that. You do that on me, buddy.
If you're the corner, you just catch him at the line of scrimmage, just going and just pop him.
I don't know if they could catch him though. I haven't seen them even touch him, even flag football rules. I've yet to see them like officially bump him at the line. Any person I've ever seen try to bump him, he kind of like shimmies off of him, and then he's gone.
Right.
So,
yeah.
It's like
so. In case y'all don't know, though, the state of Alabama is going to at some point they're gonna stake claim to him because he did go to West Alabama.
Oh my God.
So just be prepared. I know how y'all like the way Alabama and Mobile.
Oh man, they claim everybody. God damn, dude.
Mobile's not claiming him.
No, but Mobile's bad, but Alabama as a whole.
State as a whole.
Yeah.
There was like what was I reading the other day? There was someone talking about the new Denzel Washington film.
I saw you comment. You're like, they said Alabama,
and boom, a whole article. Like they asked the character, where is he from, and he said Alabama, Birmingham. And there's a whole article about that. Like, why?
So to answer your question though, Vic, no, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem for KC. Honey Badger will help to slow Scotty Miller down.
Mm. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I think I like I said before, I like Honey Badger and I like Sorensen as their two safeties because Sorensen's their physical guy. Honey Badger is kind of like what Palomalo used to be, or maybe even Ed Reed. He's probably like what Ed more. He's like a ball hawk. Ed Reed, he's a ball hawk. He's an opportunist. He's always in the right place at the right time. He's that guy. He's like Ed Reed. Sorensen comes in there as a safety. He's like the hammer. I compare him to like John Lynch. Remember John Lynch?
Yeah, but Ed Reed I love Lynch, but Ed Reed would hit you too.
He would, but he wasn't really known for that. Like he was known as he's gonna go get the ball. He's a ball hawk guy. Sorensen is the one that you think you about to get a first down, and he's gonna forearm shiver you in the head, and you're 1 yard short, and your head's dizzy.
Right.
So, that's Sorensen. I've seen him do that several times. Dude reaching for the damn touchdown. Sorensen, shut up. Let's go.
Smack it down.
Give me that.
Go to sleep.
So,
you got a headache now.
Yeah.
That's called a concussion.
You're concussed. You're welcome.
You're concussed. You're welcome.
But no, I think he's the hammer. He's the hammer in there, and I think Honey Badger's the closer. Because you couldn't tell me who are their cornerbacks. Right. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. Like right? Nobody knows.
Used to be Marcus Peters.
Remember that?
Right. So
I mean, when he played.
Right. I bet he kick himself in the ass right now.
I should just shut up.
He was close. He almost 2
rings.
He almost got over there in Buffalo, and then they ran into Kansas City. he chasing Tyreek Hill in the end zone, feeling like practice all over again, having nightmares. I'm sorry, man. My bad. I think there's going to be a lot of money. Like, do you imagine the amount of prop bets that's going to be in this game?
Oh, speaking of, we talked about what's the kid's name? Matches Boy Joe. We have a whole in the early parts of this podcast. He made a big bet a couple years ago, and I think he lost. Right? Forget what it was on. He had to go back and listen to the old show, but he made another one on Tampa Bay. It's big. I don't know if he sells like beds or something like that in Houston or furniture guy. I'm not sure.
Is that the dude that made the $3 million bet?
Yeah. He made it like I have to go back and listen to those shows, but he made like a big ass bet on I want to say it was like a national championship game or some game, and he lost. Oh, it was a World Series. It was a World Series, and he lost. He put a lot of money on Houston to win, and I think they got spanked. They ended up getting spanked by whoever the hell beat them.
Wow.
No, it wasn't the Nationals. Was it the Nationals?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Nationals. Nationals beat the crap out of him. Yeah. And he lost a lot of money. And he's about to lose a lot of money now. So we just take that dude's money away from him because obviously he's being irresponsible with it.
Dude, give it to me. If he goes just gonna give it to
obviously me. He's
just give it to me.
I know, right?
I'll just take some.
Give it to the show. Like I already shouted you out on one. Come on.
Yeah, donate to the show, man.
I'm like, bro, we donate to the show.
I need a travel break, man. You can hook me up.
I know, right? Hook me up. I'm looking for another mic. You know what I mean? So hook it up.
Yeah. You want to blow
donate to the show. I will promote your product every show we do. Saying.
Yeah,
we're gonna donate.
Whatever. Mattress Boy, something in Houston. If you need a mattress in Houston, go to Mattress Boy, whoever this guy is. Yeah. Obviously, he's giving out money. I'm gonna send him that. I'm gonna send him a clip of this show. Like, look, hey, Mattress Boy. Give us some money. We need it.
I wanted to take a quick break and give a shout out to all the people that have listened to our stuff and played our stuff. We now have over 7,000 plays.
Yes, sir.
On our show. So
thank you.
Big up to everybody who's following us and listening to us, and we definitely appreciate y'all. We didn't really plan this as a goal. We just keep doing what we're doing and seeing what happens kind of thing. So, but this has been a wild ride, and we hope nothing but good comes of it. So, we still have shirts. So if you
still have shirts, we do still. But like I said, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's listening and everybody who's watching today. Hope y'all get in on that Super Bowl thread. I think we're gonna have that thing popping off, kind of like we did the AFC NFC Championship. Man, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
So yeah, if y'all ain't doing nothing, or if y'all looking for something to do while you're watching the game, come on in to the thread, and we're gonna have that thing going off. So
I think it's highly entertaining. So I highly recommend anyone out there who's listening right now. If you were in the previous threads we did for the NFC and AFC championship games in our group, you have to be a part of the group. It's Truth Be Told Sports group on Facebook. Search it. Join the group. We'll put you in there. Just be ready. Like it was so much fun doing it, and we're definitely gonna do it again for the Super Bowl. So just be ready. It's a lot of fun.
I'm also gonna make a over under here of how many times Hollow Point's gonna put user pick.
However many times there's an interception, you're gonna see the words user pick.
User pick. That's right. That's right. That's right.
I might change it up. I might do the first one, and then I would give me that. It's either user pick or give me that. Either one.
Piece of candy. That's my favorite.
Is
you
piece of candy.
You heard them say we still have some shirts left. Feel free to help us out.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So I have some shirts left. They're 25 right now. Are we
25?
25 right now, and that includes shipping. Get with us on our social. Send us a message, and we will instruct you until we have a better way of selling these shirts. The most approved method right now will be through payment through PayPal, and get us that get us that payment, and we'll ship out that shirt this same week. So do that, and then go by Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. If you aren't subscribed already on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Also click the bell for the post notifications.
Also leave those ratings, man. Leave those ratings.
For sure. Please leave some ratings, leave some reviews. You're not gonna hurt our feelings. Like, even if it's a negative review, or if you feel like it's a negative review, I look at all of that stuff positively, because if I could better myself from your comment, then we could better the show for the comment. That's what we're gonna do. So anything, any comments or that you have, feel free to drop them. Let us know. If
leave 5 stars, put your negative comments below.
Yeah,
there's always 5 stars.
Just leave 5 stars. Like we understand your negative comment. So you ain't got to do one. You ain't got to be an asshole about it. You ain't got to do leave it. Yeah, that's right. Good point, Mike. Leave 5 stars and then talk your shit below it. It's okay. And we will be
thinking.
He's a thinker.
He's a thinker. He's the thinker of the show, people.
So like, given everything that you've seen and read and heard and processed, how do you still feel about your picks from the pod? I know we already did our picks, but how do you feel about your picks leading up to the actual game, which happens in 3 days from now?
Perfect. I love mine.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm still gonna say the same, but Tom Brady's still Tom Brady's, unfortunately. But
I just want to be right, so I just want to fast forward.
I just
quarter where I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so anxious right now. I've never been like neither of my team's not in it, and I'm sitting here like, man, I hope I'm right, because it means it would be like, for my ego, it would be awesome, because I could be like, yeah, I told you, but because I did a little poll with a couple of my old military and softball buddies, I'm kind of like, I got a little skin in the game. Like, Kansas City wins, I win, so that's why I'm going hoping Kansas City wins. So I picked them all the way from the jump since the playoffs started, and I've jumped off that train yet.
I think we picked them like way early in the season too. Like
I think we picked them like when we did the predictions in the beginning of the season. I think all 3 of us picked them to win it. I think all 3 of us we were 100% right with Kansas City getting into the AFC Championship and winning the Super Bowl so far. So we've been right about them.
So far,
I forgot who did I pick.
It was not Tampa Bay.
It was not Tampa Bay.
It was New Orleans. I picked New Orleans. It was New Orleans for me as well. And Mike, did you pick Tampa or didn't know? Somebody picked Tampa to go to. Okay, well, no one picked Tampa to go to Super Bowl. So. No one picked Tampa.
Surprise!
Yeah, I hated Brady back then.
Surprise, motherfucker!
You can still hate him now. We just
I do.
Just recognize.
I dislike him even more now that I had to say what I had to say.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Well, y'all both had him falling off a cliff. So neither one of y'all even had him in the playoffs. So I knew they was gonna make the playoffs. I just didn't think they were gonna get in the Super Bowl. So I was definitely wrong on that account.
Yeah,
I'm done talking about this, man.
Just a small correction. If you listen to Math is Hard, and based off of our numbers, it seems like you did. And again, we appreciate it. I said that Aaron Rodgers lost 4 NFC Championship games in a row, and that is kind of right, but not 100% right. He lost 2 consecutive. He is a total of 1-4 in conference championships. He's only been to 1 Super Bowl, and he lost 2 in a row, and then he lost 1 and then 1 afterwards. So his last 4 championship games he's lost. So in a sense, I was right, but not in terms of 4 years in a row, because he wasn't there for you.
Right.
He's still a loser.
Right.
In the championship game.
Right.
Oh well, like with the 4 times he went to the NFC Championship.
He's
like
Donovan, except he won a Super Bowl when he got there.
Right.
Yeah, because Donovan is like 1-4 in championship games too.
Yeah.
But
I
just wanted to make that correct. I wanted to clean that up a little bit. I know I said 4 in a row, but it's 4 in a row. He's lost 4 championship games in a row, but not in consecutive years.
Yeah. Gotcha.
The one, real quick, and I know since we've kind of wrapped up the Super Bowl stuff, I wanted to touch on the couple NBA things, because one of our friends of the program, old Pandemic P, is spouting off again. And
shit!
Apparently, he wrote some book, and basically, to sum it up, he's kind of like adopting Kawhi Leonard's swag. So like he thinks he is on the same level as LeBron, KD, Steph, and Kawhi. He thinks he's of that same ilk. And the problem is he hasn't won anything.
He's not even on Kyrie level.
Well, no, because Kyrie's a champion now.
Yeah.
And Paul George isn't. And Paul George isn't because Paul George sucks in playoffs. But he wrote this big old thing about his place in the league and how he's up there with the greats. He should be respected as such and blah blah blah. And I kind of was like, I wish he'd stop talking so much. Like he's having a really good regular season. I think he's averaging somewhere around 27 a game, somewhere like that. He's kind of been their staple on their team regular season wise.
Yeah, but when I can find ice warmer than you are in the playoffs,
that's all I'm saying is like you're gonna talk. None of this, and what he needs to learn is what he's gonna learn. It's probably what he's gonna learn now. Is nobody cares what you do in the regular season if you can't prove it in the playoffs. Like the playoffs is where you make your mark. If you're one of the greats,
we ain't trying to respect him.
No, absolutely not, because he hasn't earned it.
Well, Vic said we're showing him disrespect.
Oh, I wasn't following. My bad. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to disrespect him. I'm just trying to state a fact. He is going off. He's saying he doesn't.
I'm not giving him any respect.
He's a good player. He's an all-star, and that's about it. He's an all-star. I don't think, did he make all NBA last year? Maybe second team, third team, maybe? I don't know.
I don't think he did.
Doesn't matter. The point is,
it was Doc Rivers' fault. Leave the man alone.
Doc Rivers' fault. Trying to run him off of down screens and pen downs.
Speaking of
like Ray Allen.
Yeah. Speaking of our friends of the show, did you see our other friend ball out against playoff P?
Ooh.
Kyrie.
Oh, Kyrie.
Oh yeah, Kyrie. Yeah. Did you see
Kyrie can still? Kyrie, yeah, I did. Kyrie can still ball, man. It's just when he opens his mouth, that's it turns a lot of people off.
It's when he starts talking.
Yeah, when he starts talking, all this crazy stuff, or whatever.
Yeah,
that's when he turns a lot of people. That's when he turns a lot of people off. And Duke can still ball. Like, I'm not taking anything away from him.
And
like,
to be honest with you, is kind of he does a lot of things outside of the lines that help people.
Mm-hmm.
He helps a lot of people.
He does.
A lot of different great things. And
it's just when he talks.
He's a great dude. It's just when he talks. When he talks, and he just has this level of entitlement that I just want to, just like, shut up, dude. It's weird that he has that about him, even though he does all these great things, and he's really good on the court. When he played the other night, he gave them the business. Like, there was nothing he did that wasn't going to work. Like, he shot over people. He's hanging in the air. He's doing a little floopity-doo layup, and he's hustling. He's. I'm not going to call him inept on defense. I think he's just not built for defense.
Right.
Like, he's at disadvantage because he's not really strong, and he's not really big. His gifts are all offensive minded. Like, he's fast, he's shifty, he can shoot really good. He can finish at the goal at any way. He's the best little. Like somebody said it best, is he's the best little man finisher I've ever seen. Because he can finish with his left, he can finish with his right. He can go up and under. He can float up over you. He can go underneath you. It's crazy how he's able to manipulate the defense in the way he does.
Right.
But that being said, give KD the ball.
It's his offense. It's his team. It's his offense.
11 for 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ball should run through KD every time down the court.
Right.
And if KD wants to give it to you and say, "Hey, go rock with it," then you go with it.
Then you go ahead.
Yeah. I think I gotta give Harden a little bit of credit, even though I hate the way he left Houston. Mm-hmm. I think we never thought he would condense his game down to be a playmaker, and as much as he did. So I got to give him props for that. I also I give him, because like he could have easily been a sourpuss and want to shoot the ball a million times, but he's actually the one that's doing all the facilitating.
Right.
Kind of gets in where he fits in, and he's even rebounding, which is weird. And then I saw him do what
they fell in his hands.
I saw him. Well, I mean, I actually saw him go get a rebound one time. It was weird. And then I saw him like defensive stop someone, like he tried to do it on purpose, and he did. So that was crazy. So,
somebody check that man for a fever.
Yeah, as a team, I don't know if that's sustainable. I don't think they can do that like the norm. I don't think that's the norm, to be honest with you. Because I think
maybe it's gonna become the new norm.
I think they got up for that game. I think they got up because it was the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they can. I don't think they're gonna do that against lesser teams. I think they figure they can just beat lesser teams. They can just outscore them. That's why they lost to the Wizards. Because they're like, we don't have to play defense because they suck. Well,
because they suck.
Well, shots and layups, they don't really suck so bad.
Well, we're on the basketball. Shout out to the guy I saw in the gift today. You was a highlight reel blocker, and then you became a poster real quick.
Ooh, man.
Rest in peace, basketball career.
Bro, like I didn't see that. I was like, man, that's a great block.
No, sir. He got smashed on. I would have left the gym. I would have took my jersey off right there and left.
I would have took my shoes off. I would have took my jersey off.
We got to fight.
Just left.
We got to fight after that. That's it.
I don't even want to fight to do. I don't even want to fight. I ain't got nothing to say to him. I ain't got nothing to say to anybody. I'm driving home in my car with no music on.
that long day just.
You just go in the park and drive.
Long day. You know what I'm saying?
Going home.
With the windows up, with the windows rolled up, I don't want to hear the world. I don't want to hear the world pass me by. Nothing. My soul is still in that gym. You understand what I'm saying?
If anyone can find the whole video of that, like not being in a GIF, please, because I want to hear the crowd reaction.
Bro, I watched that thing like 10 times. I was like, oh.
Dude. Yeah, like great block.
It never got any better.
Great, amazing block. What he did to like make that block is like Sports Center top 10 alone.
Right.
But they turn around and get dunked on, like have all that. But I got that block though. Like, nah, that ain't your line.
Your block was number 5 on Sports Center.
You got baptized.
You became number 1 when you got dunked on.
Yeah, I know.
He blessed him just like that. Get on Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Same game. God. 3 seconds later. Wow.
How do you go from sugar to shit? Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
You block a shot and then get dunked on immediately.
No, so it wasn't. See, we got to start distinguishing. He got like Scottie Pippen versus Patrick Ewing dunked on. I mean, it was insane. He was in his face. He fell, and dude just sitting over him doing a little pose that they like to do. I'm like, man, I got to fight this dude right there.
He earned that pose, though.
Yeah. I mean, he did, and it was a foul. So I'm like, oh, that's like a triple whammy, man. I'm like, you fouled him, and he dunked on you, and he's posing over you? Yeah, get out, man. Leave the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the gym.
I'm gonna leave these shoes right here.
Here you go. I don't need to learn. I don't need to play basketball no more in these anyway. We good.
My clothes in the locker, you can have them. I don't need them.
As a matter of fact, I'm withdrawing from the school. I don't want nothing else to do with that.
I don't even go here no more. He's gonna go to the other team. He's gonna go enroll in another school. He's gonna change his name.
What if you would have got up and just would automatically go sit on the other team's bench? Just
because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like, yo, he's the wrong bitch. Like, nah, I don't play for y'all no more. Y'all set me up.
I'm right here.
Yeah, what's that team name?
Was that a high school or was that college? Do we know?
I think it looked like high school, probably.
That's what I was thinking. A little bit like high school, but
high school.
They getting up in high school nowadays, man. We couldn't do that.
I'm telling you.
We couldn't do that when I
remember needing to boost the dunk.
Right. Yeah.
Get a little here you go. I'll throw Brandon up like that now.
Shout out to my boy Mario, man. For every pep rally we did, he was always the first one. We toss him up, and we do a little line, and we always toss him up for the dunk. Yeah. It was funny as hell. We did it in practice. Like, man, you really want to do this? Like, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm trying to dunk too. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So we.
I bet.
That was dope. But yeah, I don't know if I can get dunked on like that and still play the game.
No, there's no way in hell
I don't think I can
dunk like that. There's no way in hell.
So what do you is Melo Ball going to be one of Truth Be Told Sports fan favorites, or is that just me? I just like him.
I think I wanted to not like him so bad. I wanted to not like him so bad, but this dude he's been holding his own on he's not the one of those players like as long as he don't open his mouth.
Right.
He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Right.
For sure.
He got one of them sleepy eyes too. So I don't know.
He might be tired. I don't know. Hey. Yo, hey, Melo, hey. Focus. All right.
I'm going to game. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, but he can show pass the ball.
He can pass.
He can play. He can play some ball, man.
He can play. I
don't think I would want to have a conversation with him. I think I was like, you know what, just come out.
Right. I saw one of his interview. I feel like
what'd you say?
He's been watching all those mumble rappers, and it's kind of like how he developed his speech, and you
right. It's
like, what do you think about the game? Well, it's just like the ball. What?
I get the ball. What?
I just like basketball. So
they had the show they had, like the Balls had a show on
it's on Facebook.
Was it Snapchat or Instagram or whatever?
Facebook. Yeah, Facebook Watch.
Yeah, on Facebook. Yeah, okay. Facebook or something like that. And I remember, like, I caught a glimpse of one episode when he was like in a drive-thru trying to order food, but the window was up to his car. That's why I wouldn't want to have a conversation. That's why.
If I'm Charlotte, I'm figuring out how to talk him into firing his agent and sign his own contracts.
like the boy signs his contracts in crayon. You know what I'm saying?
all I'm saying, as long as his dad stays out of the picture, then if his dad stays out of the picture, then I'm straight. Like somebody got to talk to LeVar and be like, hey man, he ain't on no AAU team. Okay, he's in the pros. He gets paid to play. Right, like an adult. So if he has an issue, he needs to take it up with management. Not you.
Not you. You don't have to come to my office saying like, "Why my son ain't playing?"
Right.
You know, or but Melo's been balling out, and I'm happy to see that.
He might not want to go to that front office talking about why his son ain't playing.
Jordan's in there. Yeah, probably.
And I was like,
did he say it was better than Jordan?
He's like, I cut LaMelo Ball because his daddy told me that he would beat me in the 1-on-1, and I took that personally.
I knew it was coming.
And I took that personally.
I knew it was coming. No, I like. He's a surprise to me, man. I like his ability to pass the ball. I like his shot is a little rust. It's got a little funk on it, but I'm sure he'll improve that. Just like his brother. His brother's improved
a lot.
But yeah, so I think I've been watching. I watched a lot of NBA. Now I watch a lot more now than I used to, because I liked a lot of the teams, man. And I said, like Utah winning 11 in a row before they got beat by Denver. Who would have saw that coming? You know, Gobert getting 20s and 20 games back and forth like he meant to do it. Or teams like Golden State, even without Clay, still in the fight. You know, they're not necessarily gonna be a world beater, but they're definitely good to watch. They're fun to watch now. Oubre stopped shooting so many threes, so that's good. He's playing a lot more defense.
I hope he did, because he wasn't hitting them when he was open.
He was the worst, wide open. And you know what they tell you, hey man, you wide open for a reason, bro. Stop shooting the ball. Stop shooting the ball.
Let him shoot. Like, wait a minute, you don't want to hit as a baller. You got the ball in the, at the top
of the key. Shoot. That's the worst thing.
Hey, let him shoot. Like what?
Yeah. Shut up, you shoot. Shut up.
Shoot. Yeah, pass. Why you pass the ball? Shoot, take the shot.
But I have you know what, people still hating. People hate they hate on each other in the league, because something came up about Rudy Gobert, because he signed that $200 million deal recently, and somebody said, well, if he's worth $200 million, then Jokic is worth $500 million.
Oh man, come on.
And I'm like,
they gotta stop with that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
They gotta stop with that.
Let's calm down a little bit, talking about people who haven't won anything yet. So
exactly.
Let's
win something down. And then win something and then you can have that conversation about how much you think you're worth to your organization.
Yeah, and people, and honestly,
everybody's self-eval is always higher than the.
And that's the thing.
Right.
Right. I can't. People always worry about what other people make, and it bothers me.
Right. Yeah, pocket watch. Too much pocket watching going on.
Watching other people's pockets, man. Like if I'm in the league and I see somebody get signed for that much money, I'm like, man, God bless you, man. Yeah,
right.
Somebody thinks you earned it, whether I think you did.
Oh yeah.
You worried about what they make. Say you're having a better. What if you're having a season or a career that may be slightly better than theirs?
But again, you have to know your worth, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have. It's what the organization you're in is willing to pay you. If you're having a better career than, say, the guy who got paid all the money, show it. If you have accolades to back that up, then you'll get your money.
I'm sorry, I could be better. Honestly, I could be better than you and make half as you, as long as I'm winning rings.
That's what I'm saying. If you're part of a winning situation, it don't matter, because you're going to get endorsements and all kinds of extra bonuses that a general contract ain't going to provide for you. Like Rudy Gobert has got $200 million, but what is he? He probably is doing a car commercial locally. What is he selling? Sandals.
Say product.
All
right, if I were Rudy Gobert, I'd probably try to sell hand sanitizer.
That's gold.
I was just thinking.
That's gold, Jerry. That's gold.
Just saying.
That's gold.
Hand sanitizer.
Let's go.
You're welcome, Rudy Gobert. I want my 10%, bro.
That's right. That's right. You giving out nuggets of advice, man. You never
dimes, bro.
And you know they watch, man.
You know they watch. They all watch.
You know they listen. So
yeah, facts.
That's why Kyrie's doing better and not talking.
That's why Kyrie's doing better, because we told him to sit down, shut up,
and just play your game. Ball. Go play ball, bro. Go play ball. That's all you gotta do. Is go play some ball.
And ever since he's done that, he's been nothing but great.
Like, I'm not saying we know what we talking about, but
I'm gonna say it. Soon as they start asking Kyrie about something other than the game, he should have like a get back coach. Just push him off the mic.
So if the game went well, Kyrie shot well, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. No further questions. Thank you.
No further questions. Thank you. No,
So
talk to me.
Yeah.
Don't worry, ESPN. You can have material for in the morning too. Just watch tonight.
You're welcome. You're welcome, ESPN, and all Fox Sports, all you guys. NBC, CBS. When you jump on for the Super Bowl, Tony, like I want to give a shout real quick, Tony. I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl. I know it's on CBS, and I know you're gonna be there. Yep. Please stop forecasting the play call. You sound dumb as hell when you get it wrong.
Mm-hmm. Right, but he sounds like a genius when he gets it right, though.
Right, but when is that? How many times does that happen in the course of a game?
Yeah,
he calls 30 plays. He gets 2 of them right. That's like me at the bar. You know the Buffalo Wings when it says,
if he wouldn't have got them other 28 wrong.
2 out of 30. I don't like those.
If he wouldn't have got them other 28 wrong.
Listen.
He would have been balling.
$5 million a year for that. $5 million a year. Like
I picked up what you were putting down, Mike.
I got you. Playing the odds. I get it.
Yes, sir.
Well, I have fun, man. This has been a great football season. I think
it has been.
I think I'm gonna. I said it to you guys, but I'm gonna try my best to put a big collabo of all of our season events.
Man, this will be fun.
And all of our prognostications and where we were right and where we were wrong.
Right.
Kind of like that. Put something together, man. I got a little bit of time. I don't start my classes until the 17th, so I got a little time to put some stuff together. Hopefully, it'll be good.
No, for sure it'll be good, man. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Mike, you got anything?
Yeah, limit the wrong ones.
No, man.
We ain't very wrong. I mean,
it's funnier when you do the wrong ones. It's just better.
Yeah. All right. Well, for Hollow Point and for White Mike, I am King Hooley. We appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to go back and listen to the latest one, Super Bowl week. A podcast is available on Apple, Google, Spotify, Radio Public, iHeartRadio. Pretty much anywhere you go find it, you can find podcasts. That's where you'll be able to find those shows. Check out the website, www.truthbetoldsportspodcast.com. Still kind of in its early stages. We're constantly working on trying to improve that. So we will do some work on improving that in the near future. You can listen to our shows on that one as well. Merch, we will have merch coming. We're going to do a second release of merch. Just got to get a few things straight with the online store. And once that's done, we'll put more merch up and you guys will be able to buy it and it'll be easier. And everybody will be rocking the Truth Be Told sports stuff. You guys got anything else?
Share us with your friends.
There you go. Share us with your friends. Keep sharing. Comment. Please go on there and rate and review our shows on any of those podcasts, especially the ones on Apple. It's easier to do it there. Just go do all that stuff for us, and we can continue to do stuff like this for you guys. So
for those of you who haven't gone to YouTube yet and hit the subscribe button and the like and all that stuff, go do it. We got about 4 videos on there now. I'm gonna put this live show on there. As well, it's gonna be on Facebook, yes, but it's also gonna be on YouTube if you want to check it out there. That way you can catch it in bunches, you can catch it in bits, however you want to view it. It's up to you. Once again, we appreciate y'all for sticking around.
That's right. So for Hollow Point and for White Mike, I am King Hooley. Rest in peace. Kobe, you out of here. Peace.